Have you guys ever done something very illegal?
Okay.
Well, this isn't this kind of speech, it's a little different. I'm going to start you guys off with a speech with a rhetorical question. Have you guys ever wanted to go somewhere really bad? Yes, I mean, assuming so. Me, one of the dreams I've had was to visit Europe. Europe for me is really fascinating. It's a lot different from here. If you guys have had the privilege to go like I have, it's amazing and it's like a whole different world. When I first started thinking about going was when I was little, and Spain was probably one of the main places I wanted to go as a child, because I heard a lot of stories from there that I've had ancestors. I had a great grandpa who was actually from Spain. I don't remember where, but it was somewhere in Spain. And well, I think about in 2016, I said I wanted to go watch a game of one of my favorite team, Real Madrid, who play in Madrid. They're going to be playing in a Champions League match, which I wanted to go. But I asked my dad or my parents, and they said no. Obviously, because of money was an issue, and well, they said he gave me a famous quote, well, not famous quote. He gave me a quote that he told me. It goes, "Chivo pagado, chivo brincado," meaning you're not gonna get the goat unless you buy it. So you're not gonna go until you show me the money. So what I did that summer is I worked 3 jobs. It wasn't 3 jobs that were like, okay, morning, evening, afternoon. It was the span of the summer. I worked harvesting in blueberries. I did that for I think about 2 months. And then for about a month, half a month, I did thinning apples, and then I worked in a warehouse in maintenance. But the whole time, I think I gathered up, about 6,000. So that was enough, surprisingly. But as I go, my mom said she didn't want me wasting all that money. She didn't want to go, so she said she didn't want to get me wasting all that money. So instead, what I did is I talked to my dad, and he said, yeah, that's fine. You can waste that money to go to Spain. And well, we're looking at the most expensive tickets, me and my dad, so my mom decided to step in, and well, she somehow ended up getting us a really nice hotel and a good flight. I don't know how. She's really a tech person with computers, me not so much. I got my dad's side. So at the end, we go. I remember we left April 7th to go watch what is called El Derby, or a derby in Spain, where one city and 2 teams are in the city playing against each other. I watched Real Madrid versus Atletico de Madrid. And at the time, well, still now, they're 2 teams, 2 titans in Spain that really go head-to-head and battle for leagues and trophies. So it was going to be a great game, and well, in a beautiful city. And as we go there, we get to the airport in Pasco. We leave early. We see, actually, for some reason, we see one of our aunts there, which is weird. She was going opposite way. She was going, I think, to somewhere in China, while we were going to Europe. So we're kind of both going that way. And then as we're going to Spain, it's actually a 17-hour flight, almost 18-hour flight. So it really wasn't that much any delay. It's probably like 3-hour delays as we have to stay in the airport going. So I mean, it was good. And as we're going from Newark, New Jersey, to Spain, Madrid, Spain, they gave us a bunch of like HBO and a bunch of channels and whatnot, so we get to watch it for free. So I really did. I think I watched what was it? Maybe a season and a half of Futurama. So yeah, it was fun, and it's kind of scary because it's nighttime and everyone's sleeping. And you can hear the plane shaking with a lot of turbulence, and everyone's just dead asleep, and I'm the only one looking around like, you guys not feeling that? So as we get there, I think we get there probably around, noon, and as I get there, you can already tell the whole thing is different. It's a lot more rugged if you're looking at it from the plane, but once you get down, it's like Chloe said, it's a lot more narrow, the streets. The streets, some are made of brick, some are made of like just concrete. And in the city of Madrid, you'll never find, or rarely will you ever find like a semi or a truck. It's Audis and Mercedes-Benz all over the place. All of the people are different too. There's a lot of guys looking like Mr. Loomer, fit, looking good, you know. And they make you feel bad. And it's kind of like, oh, okay, just walk through the streets like that. And in every corner you see like an Adidas shop or a Nike shop and a bunch of stores. In every corner you see Real Madrid shops. You rarely ever see any Atletico de Madrid shops, which is good. And in the stadium, the Santiago Bernabeu, it's probably one of the most historic stadiums in the world, if not, in my opinion, the best stadium in the world. And I got a privilege to sit pretty close, and I could see the players probably from, if I was to the wall to that wall. And I can get a lot closer, but I couldn't get on the pitch. But yeah, the game ended up 1-1. We were winning 1-0 throughout the whole game. And the last minute, they tied it up. And that, I wanted to cry. Yeah, to waste that money and go for a tie. It didn't feel right. But the stadium and everything was live. It was so beautiful. The lights are beaming down night. You can see the star if you look up. It's an open stadium. And people chanting, everyone wearing their colors, everyone hating on the other team. Just the emotions, just festivity, everything was just amazing. And walking the streets at night, it was beautiful as well. I would recommend for you guys to go visit Spain. I want you guys, at the end of this speech, actually summarize my trip to Spain. But no, overall, it was beautiful, and I really didn't want to leave. I was actually plotting in my head and skip the flight, and I'm just gonna stay here and find a job at a hotel or something. It was a lot of dumb stuff I thought of staying, because it's such a beautiful city, and I recommend you guys staying. I want to go back and visit other things like Valencia, Barcelona, Sevilla, cities like that, and a lot of places in Spain. I want to visit a lot of places in Europe as well. But overall, I planned, I saved, I thought about it first before anything. I go to Spain. In Spain, I enjoyed it. Leaving, I didn't enjoy it. Coming back, I have the experience of it, and now I'm planning soon, hopefully by next year, to go. And that concludes my speech.